Hello and welcome back to the Circuit Media Podcast with me, Billy Boy Fabian. Today we got a very, very special guest, Mr. Kieran Medlock. How you doing, Kieran?
Yeah, I'm all good, Billy. Thank you, mate. Lovely to finally touch ground with you. Sorry,
Nah,
I look a bit of a stig of the dump. I'm offshore, so I had a shave for 3 weeks.
look at the
So we're
work
here
you've
for
done.
another week. Yeah, that's it, mate. It's hard graft out here, but that's another story.
That's the one, mate. That's the one. Wow, it leaves me perfect. Listen, how did you get into the fight game? Give the fans a bit of your backstory if you can, please, mate.
Yeah, so growing up, I grew up in Scarborough, and my best mate and his parents they owned a Thai gym. So I did a lot of Thai growing up, but then I moved from Scarborough to Rotherham. And then I left it until I must have been 20 years old. And I thought, let's try it again. So I went to a show in Birmingham, in Worcestershire. It was The Gloves Are Off for Sean Seary.
I
Um,
thought,
yeah, Sean's a good bloke. He's a really good bloke, Sean. And it were against a guy called Craig Griffiths. I don't know if you know him.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
good
yeah,
fight.
yeah. He was 21 stone and I came in at 14 stone. So it was a bit of a mismatch, but I wanted to test myself. He was going to say no to the fight because of the weight difference, but Sean came up to me and said, "Look, it's going to say no. He thought you're a lot heavier, but if you want to go, we'll let it happen." So I says, "Yeah, I'm here to test myself." So that was my first boxing fight back from Thai boxing, and it lasted 2 rounds, and he didn't knock me out. I just gassed out. It was my fitness, Bill. It just I just didn't prepare for it as much as I should have. It was just my fitness, and yeah, he was a really strong guy, really tough. And I thought if I'm going up against someone that size, and he's a professional bare knuckle boxer, and he was a champion of Wales, and I thought maybe I've got a bit of a chin or a bit of something to go off.
Yeah.
So then I started to build off of that. It lasted 2 rounds. It handed me ass to me. Sorry for the pun, but he did. He was a really strong guy. And then from there, a promotion. It was a white collar boxing, but nobody would fight this guy on the island over in Jersey. Um, just about 5 people pulled out for this guy, and from that promotion, the promoter must have been watching. So he mails me and says, "Look, if we fly you over to Jersey, will you fight this guy?" So I said, "Yeah, why not?" So they flew me out to Jersey. That went the distance, but he won. Again, he was a very skilled boxer. He's been doing it all his life. There was a reason why nobody wanted to fight him on the island. It's a very small island, Jersey.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he was a really skilled lad. And then yeah, that was the start of the boxing and
Wow.
wherever it's lead to.
Seems to me like I love the story because it's very much like my own fight career. Like I jumped in against the very best as soon as I could. For me, it was all about learning my own levels, and I think you learned straight away from that fight with Craig, and then on your next fight, going the distance. You know, if you train hard enough and you go back down to your own level, what you can achieve because you are essentially coming in as a novice against already fully established athletes. So you got to give yourself credit that you went the distance. You know what I mean? And 2 rounds with Craig, and what is it? Your debut.
Yeah, it was a very strong guy, Craig. I'll never forget that first punch. It was like a baseball bat hitting me at face from him. It was horrible, Bill. Like, but yeah, it was a proud moment because he was such a big, strong lad, and he's got a quite big reputation. He's fought on the BKB, he's fought on their shows and stuff. So yeah, it was really, really good.
So, what's been the highlight of your career so far? I know you've not had too many fights. Obviously there's not a massive list to pick from, but with that short amount of fights on your journey, what so far has meant the most to you?
Well, they was just the boxing fights I had. Then Olympus came round Rotherham, the bare knuckle show.
Mm-hmm.
I've had I think about 9, 10 fights with them.
Okay.
And I've always fought champions for them. Ryan Dawson, Clayton Peters, um, Alex Everton. He's a really strong lad. He fights on King of the Streets. Yeah, he were an animal. Who else fought? Liam Carlin. nobody would fight Liam Carlin. Connor Wesley, he's a strong lad. I've had quite a lot of experience in the ring. My highlight would probably have to be Alex Everton, because of his reputation and his fierceness and his violenceness, what he brings to the table. And it were an all-out war. We did go to war. You know, he was a really strong kid. And yeah, I think that would just went to the second round again. But he was just relentless, absolutely relentless, Bill. And he was tough. Really tough.
With that being the highlight, what did you take from that? Obviously, it was a defeat, but I don't know if you've got the same mentality as me. For me, a defeat is not a defeat. You can learn from that. The boxing and the fight game is such a beautiful game because you win and you win. Because
you know, Bill, there's always winners and losers in it all, or unless it's a draw. I don't say I've ever lost, because it's always been personal gain.
Yes.
You know, so it's never losing. Yeah, on record and on whatever on paper, yeah, it may be, but for your own demons and your own personal, you're never losing. You're always learning. I have won some, and I've lost some, and I take them on the chin, the ones that I have lost on paper. But yeah, it's always been mental game for me. I've always wanted to better myself, and that's why I've always stepped into the ring, just to better myself, to fight my own demons, to show what I'm capable of.
Yeah, it's the same common theme I always get from fighters. The same with myself. Why I got into the sport, it's always a negative to positive story, and I always see from fighters that they want to help people. Like, from what you learn from the fight game, I can guarantee you've already helped people and give people advice. Do you know what I mean? The fight game is somewhere where, win or lose, you learn and you educate yourself, and you can learn and educate others.
Yeah, it brings so many people together. You know, I've met family, I've met friends that turned into family over the sport. And, you know, I've up at the Olympus gym, I was teaching the kids over there before I moved back down to Scarborough. I had a lot of influence in there, showing, you know, what I know to the younger generation. So it shows a lot of character building. It gives them something to go off as well, you know. And they look at you as a little bit of a role model, which it's an achievement as well, and it makes you feel proud of who you are.
It certainly does. It certainly does. So you've got a big fight coming up on Fight Club Promotions. It's a while away now, but you've got a lot of time to train. June the 6th at Molecular Fitness. I always get this wrong, in Consett. I think I got it right. It's a big show, fantastic card, being promoted by none other than myself.
That's it.
You are fighting Callum Valks. So talk to me about the fight.
Yeah, so you sent me the footage of it. I understand that he's had a fight with you before. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I'm going to smash his head," because he seems a very respectful lad, Bill, and you know, I like to think that I'm the same. So I'm not going to say, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." He hasn't got a chance. Not at all. Everybody's got a chance. It's boxing, it's fighting. It just takes one hit and it's over with. But I've watched his fight, and I'm not taking anything away from him. He does leave himself open a very lot. He likes to throw the other right hand. He likes to just swing it out as such. So the game plan that I've got, without saying too much, is keep tight and use boxing.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. But he seems like he's very keen. He seems like he's starting to up the ranks. I've seen a little podcast from him. I watched that last night, and how he does MMA, he does a lot of swimming. So he seems a little bit of a fit kid. And he posted something on his Facebook as well. He's coming down with a lot of weight, so he's going to be a lot sharper and a lot quicker. So I've also got to take that into account. So yeah, I'm just expecting the unexpected from him. You know, I'll accept it like it's one of these tough champions that I've been in with before. I'm not going to take anything away from the lad.
Definitely. Well, this is an eliminator for the cruiserweight title. You two I believe this is going to be, at times, listen, you're both going to have to be patient, use your skill set. But I do believe there's going to be a moment where you just all out war, bang for bang. You two in the centre. I can just see it now in my mind's eye. The fans are going to love it. Valks is one of them fighters. Listen, he's game as a badger, but so are you. Both like to bang. You can both take a smack. This is going to be an undercard fight, but I'm telling you now, this is one that's going to light up the show. It really
Yeah,
is.
that's where I like to be. Do you know, I like to be in the middle. I like to fight it out as such. Do you know, but that's when it gets a little bit scrappy, and this is boxing. You know, you're
Mm.
gonna have to start using your head a little bit. If you start scrapping it out, it can look a bit messy, and that's when you get caught. And he's going to be the bigger lad than me because I'm going to strip some weight down. And like you said, we've agreed a weight, so I'm going to strip down myself. Um, but yeah, I think just keep tight, keep nice, keep sharp, and I think that'll get him.
No, I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Just 1 second, Bill. Sorry.
Crack on, mate. No
Yeah,
problem.
2 seconds. I'm just on the phone, mate. Sorry, mate. It's my tea's ready.
No,
It's
mate.
all right, though. Don't rush. It's all right.
So, right, mate, we've got about 5 minutes left, I would say. So, what else have you got coming up? So, basically, talk to me about where you're training. Don't go into too much, because Volks will be listening.
That,
But yeah,
that's
what
that's
else have
fine.
you got going on outside of this fight? Have you got any more fights coming up?
Not really because I work a month on month off offshore on the wind farms. So and I travel all over Europe. I have been doing a lot of training in Belgium. I met some lads over there, so I have been training there. But I live in Scarborough now, so when I'm in Scarborough, a big fighter called Danny Moyer fights for
Mm.
the BKFC.
Oh,
I
yes.
train with him a lot of sparring. Every time I'm there, I'm sparring with him. So I've asked him as well when I get back, can we do a full 4 week training camp when I'm at home? So that's who I'm going to be training with. And he's one of the best, you know. So, and his trainer is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, that's where I'm at with training. As much as fights, I'm just taking this one at the minute to blow the cobwebs off, just to get back into it. New year, see where we go with that. I know there's a few Olympuses coming up, but I haven't got the time to take too many fights because of my work. So I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to train for this one. I'm going to prepare for this one, like he's a champion, and that's where we're going to be.
Right, you're going to come in, listen, you're going to come in tune. Like, I don't know about you, but myself personally, I've had fights where I've lost. And listen, I'm proud of what I did, but there's always that niggling feeling that I could have done so much more in training. I could have done so much more, and it eats away at me. Whereas you're going to give yourself the time here to tick all them boxes.
That's the thing. I've got time on my hands now just to get fit and get my cardio up. And because the offshore, like I say, the offshore work, it's very intermittent being able to train. It's 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off. But if I'd get a full training camp on, start jogging while I'm over in Belgium or wherever I am, then we'll keep ticking over up until June.
That's it.
And you've got plenty of good lads on the card. You've got lads from the area, Adrian Armour, Steve Burns. Looking forward to it all. And obviously to meet yourself as well, Billy. We've talked before, and I can't wait to shake your hand and meet you, mate.
It'd be my pleasure, mate. It'd be my pleasure. You brought me on to my next question is, I know the card is stacked full of absolute bangers, but just pick one for me. What fight are you looking forward to watching the most? But
Probably Steve, probably Steve Burns and Adrian Armour. I've got love for them both, and they both got love for me. Very good friends. So it's good, and they're very good friends as well. But as you know, as soon as you step in them rope, that goes. So it's that they're going to be two monsters, absolutely giving it hell of leather. So yeah, that's the one I'm really looking forward to.
you know, it's a fight I've always wanted to see myself, and the fact that I'm promoting it, I'm really looking forward to it. The fans are going to absolutely love this fight. We've called the show Bad Intentions. There's not one person on this card that really has a bad intention with one another. But once you get in that ring, once each one of you get in that ring and you look across your opponent, you only have bad intentions.
Yeah, that's right. They're there to take your head off. You know, just so you've got to step forward and put your best version of yourself on the night.
Definitely, mate. Well, listen, your tea's ready, so I'm going to end it with this last part. This we always end it with people you want to thank that have been on the journey with you, sponsors, etc. So the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so thank you. I'd just like to thank all my friends and family who support me. A lot of sponsors. So I've got Rotherham Embroidery, I've got Scarborough Pier, I've got a window cleaning business that they're jumping on board, just confirming that. I just want to say thank you to everybody, really. Just, thank you for the support. And And that's what makes you drive forward, your friends and family as well. I know you do it for a lot of personal, but I've turned up to fights on myself and I haven't been the best version of myself, because when you hear your name getting screamed, that's when you start to dig a little bit deeper, because there's people relying on you, just not on yourself. So a big thank you to friends and family and sponsors that are jumping on board, and ones that are in the talk. So yeah, I just want to thank all them, really, Billy. Thank you.
Superb, superb. Wow, Kieran, it has been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. We will speak again soon, in a couple of weeks' time, just to let people know we're going to have face-to-face podcasts. So it'll be you and your opponent. So that'll be fairly tasty. Listen, been a pleasure. I'm going to let you go. Thanks, guys, for watching. As usual, please subscribe, please share, and always keep on supporting. This has been the Circuit Media Podcast with Kieran Medlock. Cheers, buddy. Catch you later.
Cheers, Bill. Lovely to meet you, mate. All the best.
Cheers, buddy.